You retire? You're not retired? What's going on?
Oh, I'm still active. I'm in active, yeah, training. I do training.
Is Manny gonna fight again? Is he gonna do an exhibition? He wants to,
Or a real fight. It has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao has officially confirmed his return to the ring at the age of 46, announcing an upcoming fight against rising star Mario Barrios. Speaking with the trademark confidence and determination that have defined his storied career, Pacquiao insisted that age is merely a number and declared his intent to prove he still belongs among boxing's elite. This bout is more than just a comeback. It's a statement that the fire still burns within. As the only 8-division world champion in history prepares to re-enter the spotlight, fans worldwide are buzzing with anticipation for what promises to be one of the most talked-about fights of the year.
World title fight against the WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Date yet to be confirmed, venue yet to be confirmed, but it looks like it will be in July and in Las Vegas. Yeah, massive news announced yesterday by the WBC president, and you know, it was so out of left field. You know, Pacquiao hasn't fought professionally since 2021. That was 4 years ago. He was 41 at the time, and of course he lost to Yordenis Ugas, the very, very tricky Cuban fighter. Convincingly lost to Yordenis Ugas, and in that fight 4 years ago, as I say.
Pacquiao's return comes after a brief retirement following his 2021 loss to Yordenis Ugas. During his time away from the ring, the Filipino icon shifted focus to politics and even launched a presidential campaign in the Philippines. Although his political journey fell short, many in the boxing world suspected that his story in the ring wasn't finished. With over 2 decades of experience, 62 wins, and numerous accolades, Pacquiao remains a symbol of speed, power, and relentless energy. His opponent, 29-year-old Mario Barrios, represents a new wave of fighters and has already made a name for himself with victories over Giovanni Santiago and a competitive match against Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Barrios is known for his technical ability, physical toughness, and hunger to make a mark. "I have nothing but respect for Manny Pacquiao," Barrios said in a recent interview. "But this is my era now." Their fight, set to take place in Las Vegas, is being promoted as a major event, expected to draw strong pay-per-view numbers and renewed attention to the welterweight division.
Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party. And I'm sick of having this welterweight division held up by dumb stuff like this. We don't want this fight. It makes absolutely no sense. And all it does is hold up the welterweight division a little bit longer.
Barrios has expressed excitement about the opportunity to face a legend like Manny Pacquiao. "It would be an honor and a dream come true to share the ring with him," he said, acknowledging Pacquiao as a future Hall of Famer and a personal inspiration. For Pacquiao, training has reportedly been intense, with footage showing him sparring with younger fighters and displaying flashes of his old speed and agility. His longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, remains confident, stating, "Manny still has it. He's always been a special athlete with unmatched work ethic." While the narrative of a veteran returning for one last shot resonates across sports, it is especially powerful in boxing. Pacquiao insists this return is driven not by fame or money, but by passion and legacy. People think I have nothing left to prove, he said, but I want to do this one more time. For myself, for my fans, and for my country. Meanwhile, Barrios sees the fight as a major opportunity to elevate his career. A win over Pacquiao would thrust him into the global spotlight and open the door to even bigger fights. While some critics believe Pacquiao is past his prime, others caution against underestimating his experience and ring IQ.
What's the next fight you're working?
I'm working now.
Where? Oh, you going to New York? No. I'm saying. You know, I told someone he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, "Why is Roberts Gardner a coach?" They thought he was the guy. No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he? The firefighter. Because they saw the videos and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey? Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like you fight Barrios July 19th. Who wins? Pacquiao? Why? What do you think? You think Barrios? Are you joking or are you serious?
Pacquiao's like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. I think Barrios.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
Experience is a weapon, said boxing analyst Max Kellerman. Pacquiao has seen every style, every trick. Barrios may be younger and stronger, but you don't bet against a legend like Pacquiao lightly. The implications of the fight are significant for both men. A win for Pacquiao could spark one final title run, while a Barrios victory could symbolize a changing of the guard. Promoters have fueled the excitement with dramatic videos, interviews, and behind-the-scenes content. Social media has played a huge role, with both fighters posting training updates and motivational messages. The hashtag #PacquiaoBarrios has been trending on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. Fans are debating everything from who has the better jab to potential outcomes of the bout. The undercard will feature a mix of rising stars and seasoned veterans, making the event a celebration of boxing history and future. There's also speculation this could be Pacquiao's farewell fight, adding emotional weight to an already compelling narrative.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
Despite the excitement, concerns persist over Pacquiao's age and the toll his body has taken over the years. At 46, he would be among the oldest elite boxers to compete at this level. Medical experts and analysts note that while Pacquiao has passed all physical tests, age naturally affects reflexes and recovery time. Still, those close to him say he's in phenomenal shape and ready to defy expectations. Boxer Amir Khan recently expressed admiration for Pacquiao, but also voiced concerns. "Manny is a legend, no doubt," Khan said, "but boxing is a young man's sport. At 46, reflexes and durability change. I'd hate to see him get hurt pushing past his limits." Khan acknowledged that Pacquiao looks sharp in training, but warned that there's a big difference between looking good in the gym and surviving 12 rounds against a younger, hungry opponent like Barrios.
And Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, "Shall we do a fight? Shall we?" Like, he's quite serious about it. He was like, "Shall we make a fight happen?" I go, "Listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turkey Shake on board, then why not?"
There's no. I mean, that must be able to be made. That.
Yeah.
I mean, surely
you do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base, and all around the world really, and then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well, so I think it will definitely sell, and people would like to see, when people make comebacks, I mean, people always like to see them, see how the fight's going to be, and me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4 years. I think it will make a good fight.
And you're only 38 as well. I mean, so we've seen boxers older than that getting back into the ring. I mean, you're still at a good age where you certainly could box again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at George Foreman, the late George Foreman. He was a great champion, and he came back. I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and God forbid you get hurt and you can't spend good quality time with your family.
Khan also reflected on the high-profile fight that almost happened between him and Pacquiao. According to Khan, the bout fell through due to financial and contractual complications, especially regarding a proposed match in the UAE. He explained that middlemen and unreliable investors led to the deal collapsing. Bob Arum said the Dubai investors couldn't put the money together and needed more time, Khan said. Despite the missed opportunity, Khan remains open to facing Pacquiao under the right conditions. However, he emphasized that he no longer has the drive to fight unless it's for a significant high-profile bout. "I'm 90% done with boxing," he said. "I don't have the love for it anymore unless it's against someone like Manny or Floyd Mayweather."
There's been talks about it for a long time that, he wants to fight again. But I don't know, there's nothing really that materialized from it, you know what I mean? As long as if we can get like a Turkey Sheikh or someone to put the money down and persuade Manny to do this, then it'll happen. But other than that, I don't think it'll happen.
You've been talking. I know you've always wanted.
We know each other. We spoke about it, but it's about the investment. If someone's willing to put the investment down, and we've not really got anyone.
WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman announced that Pacquiao is scheduled to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025. This bout marks Pacquiao's official return nearly 4 years after his last fight, a loss to Yordenis Ugas in August 2021. Now cleared by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and approved under WBC rules allowing former champions to return, Pacquiao is eligible to challenge for the title. The official announcement, however, is pending the conclusion of Pacquiao's Senate campaign in the Philippines, which ends on May 12th.
He's the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly. Right. You know, like Pat, even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring. It's different fucking dude. Right. Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like, Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just
don't say that. Yeah.
And got crucified.
Yeah, but he's super
I wish you the best
too.
Good luck in that fight.
Good luck in the fight.
I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arm. Pop, pop, pop.
Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. Pacquiao again, the aggressor. See? Now the response by Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
Reports suggest that Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions have reserved the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for July 19th, a likely date and venue for the bout. I like the idea very much. I believe Pacquiao can still be competitive with anyone today, said one WBC official. highlighting the organization's readiness to sanction the fight. Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, also supports the matchup, calling Barrios the perfect opponent. He described it as a 50-50 fight, but a very winnable one for Manny, suggesting Barrios' fighting style may play to Pacquiao's strengths. Gibbons believes the bout is both competitive and favorable for the legendary boxer.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Ben, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight for Manny. So again, over the next month or so, we'll either be able to make these fights or we won't. That is definitely on the target.
Pacquiao's career remains unmatched. He is the only boxer to win world titles in 8 weight divisions, ranging from flyweight to light middleweight, a span of 39 pounds. This incredible achievement highlights his adaptability and ability to overcome size disadvantages. In contrast, Sugar Ray Robinson, another legend, dominated mostly in 2 weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. While Robinson's record of 174 wins and 109 knockouts is staggering, Pacquiao's success across divisions sets him apart. Betting odds for the upcoming fight are close, reflecting uncertainty about the outcome. While Pacquiao's legacy and fan base give him a popularity edge, Barrios is slightly favored due to his youth and recent activity. Still, history shows Pacquiao often thrives as the underdog. The international appeal of the bout also adds intrigue. Pacquiao is a national hero in the Philippines, while Barrios is backed by fans in San Antonio and the broader Latino community. The fight is not only a sporting event, it's a cultural moment, rich with pride and symbolism.
Also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best, and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most, or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are 2 of the best fighters we've ever seen, and they're both in their primes.